What if one of Canada's most iconic buildings wasn't actually built when we were told it was? The Alberta Legislature Building officially opened in 1912. When construction began in 1907, Edmonton had only about 12,000 people. Most residents lived in small wooden houses, basic frontier buildings, and many of the streets weren't even paved. In fact, early Edmonton was so muddy it earned the nickname the Mud Capital. If you know, you know. So here's the question. If the city struggled with mud roads, limited plumbing, frontier and harsh winter conditions, how did such a massive Greco-Roman building suddenly appear? We are told that the structure was built with granite shipped from Vancouver Island, sandstone from Calgary, and terracotta imported from England. And the marble columns weighed up to 16 tons. All of this in a young frontier town where hundreds of other buildings were already under construction. And beneath the legislature grounds today, there are tunnels connecting government buildings and other infrastructure. Apparently the tunnels were constructed in the 60s and 70s, but I have yet to be able to find a single picture of that project. At the time that the building was supposedly constructed, the city still hadn't even prioritized paving the streets. Imagine pulling tons of material to and from the build site via horse and buggy during winter's freeze-thaw cycles and whenever it rained. Even stranger, many settlers coming from the United Kingdom were supposedly seeking opportunity and a more democratic society where the common man had a voice. Yet one of the earliest monumental projects completed in this rough frontier town was a 185,000 square foot Greco-Roman style government building towering over the entire city at 187 feet. Of course, historians say the building was constructed between 1907 and 1913, but when you compare the scale of the building with the conditions and dwellings people were living in at the time, it raises some interesting questions. Was it simply ambition and optimism for a growing province, or could there be more to the story of the Alberta Legislature than we are told?